We are going through exercise 6i, and in this video, I'll be answering question 2a, which says sketch the graphs of the following functions. And here we've been given y equals 2x to the power of 4 plus 3. Now, before we can even approach this, we just need to have a general understanding as to what this graph is going to look like. Because we have to the power of 4, because this is a quartic, we know that it's going to be symmetrical around our y-axis. So in other words, it's going to look pretty much like a quadratic. We also know that it's going to be shifted 3 spaces up, and this 2 is our dilation factor. It's going to squeeze our graph, but for most of the time, you don't really have to worry about this when it comes to sketching. It is going to change things, but it's kind of hard to convey that through your sketch. So if I was to draw this, it's going to look something like this. It's going to look something like this. So when it is a quartic, what you do find is that it's kind of more it's flatter at the bottom, and that is so ugly. I'm not even going to leave it there. Let's try that again. Ready? That's a bit better. That's actually pretty good. Let's just leave it there for now. Whenever we're asked to sketch something, you can always take something to the bank. Ready? We're just going to find our x and y intercepts. Everyone should know how to do this. So to find our x-intercept, that's a bit too thick. To find our x-intercept, we're going to let y equal 0. So to find our x-intercept, we're going to let y equal 0. So we're going to get 0 is equal to 2x to the 4 plus 3. We're then going to subtract 3 from both sides. So I'm going to be left with this. So just so we all know what I just did there, I subtracted 3 from both sides. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So I'm going to get negative 3 over 2 is equal to x to the power of 4. Now, can I quartic root or root something to the power of 4 if it's a negative number? And the answer is no, I cannot. I can only root something if I do so from an odd number. So for instance, if I was to cube root this, I could do it, but I can't fourth root it. I can't quartic root it. So in other words, I'm going to get no solutions here. No solutions. So that means I'm going to get no x-intercept. And when we kind of just look at what we think our graph is going to be, that makes perfect sense. It's just really going to be a parabola shifted up 3 spaces. So it makes sense that we're not going to get any x-intercepts. Let's now find what my y-intercept is going to be. To do that, to find what my y-intercept is going to be, I'm going to let x equal 0. So if I was to let x equal 0, I'm going to get y is equal to 2, 0, 4, plus 3. All of this is just going to go away because of that 0. So I'm just going to get y is equal to 3. This point right here is going to be 0, 3. And just like that, we are finished. That's all we need to do. So just to kind of prove to you that our graph is going to look like this, here is, let me do this. That was pretty flawless. Here is just Desmos, y equals 2x to the power of 4 plus 3. And as you can see, it's kind of just a bit more flatter at the end. 0, 3 is our 1 point. That's all you need to do. Hopefully this video made sense to you, and good luck with the rest of the graphs.